If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer. If you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. At a conference once, a school librarian talked about what it must be like for our students to navigate the unfamiliar world of the library. She compared it to when her husband sends her to the AutoZone. She always knows what she's supposed to get because he writes it down for her, but she never understands the language of the place. She doesn't know what to ask for or how to ask for it. She doesn't know how to read the shelves and decode them for her use. I, like her, have found myself wandering shelves like these, waiting for what I want to jump out at me. I dream of heading a library where patrons don't fear in that way. Most of my time at Central High School is spent serving as a gatekeeper to the library. Unfortunately, someone has to decide which students have the right credentials, a pass, to have access to the library space. I want students to stop thinking of the library as a space to check out fiction. I want a library website that is more intuitive, so that access is 24 hours. I want them to use the library whenever they want and wherever they are. I dream of heading a library where access is more user-friendly. I dream of not spending my time in conflict with students who should be in class. I dream of students using the parts of the library unguarded by schedules and passes. I went to schools where students were privileged over rules. I teach in a library that I can't see functioning without rules. When I started at Central, I threw a lot of the rules out. For example, like the public library, we now have a designated space to eat. I want to head a library where the rules are appropriate and where the rules have meaning. Limber and Alex Anderson, in their article about library space for learning, ask us to consider students' contact with artifacts and people in and through the school library. The library itself is a cultural tool with a communicative function. I see the library as a space devoted to literacy as the pursuit of personal desire. The library has an opportunity to challenge the pervasive practice of learning to just find the right answer. I dream of heading a library that people want to use and where they want to be. When I was little, library time at school always began the same way. A student was chosen to strike a match and light a candle. And then we were invited to be dreamers. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer. If you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in.